This is Jane. Jane's got an online store and she's doing pretty good.
Crushing it.
But like every store owner, Jane wants an app.
I want an app.
You need an app.
I can't build an app.
But she could. With Tapcart, she was able to design and launch the perfect app for her brand without having to deal with her developer. Now Jane can spend more time on the things she loves, being creative, connecting with her customers, and collecting sweaters for her dog, Sadie. Hey, Sadie.
Watch this.
Tapcart enables Jane to send these interactive push notifications directly to her customers, getting them back in the app and making purchases. Back on top. So what's next?
Flash sale.
Updating her app is a breeze. Add new blocks, feature a sale, share new content from anywhere. Plus, Tapcart keeps her app up to date with the latest technology. So no more dealing with this guy. This is the future, Jane.
Yep, I'm the future.
Your brand, your products, your app. Tapcart.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 3 of No Code Week. It has been an amazing week so far. We've had panel discussions, founder stories, and we are hosting today Tapcart founder and COO as he shows us how you can easily use Tapcart to build out your e-commerce mobile brand. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage Sina Mobasser as he helps us learn more about Tapcart. And welcome again to No Code Week.
Thank you very much, Laurel. How's it going today?
It's going pretty good. How are you?
All right, doing well. So far, so good. Loving everything so far this week. Thanks so much for having us. And I think we've got about 40 minutes, so I will start flying through what the benefits of Tapcart are. But first, really what the benefits of having a mobile app are. We get a lot of questions about that, and I think that's a really good place to start. There's some common misconceptions. There's some common objections that we get from potential customers, and we want to just address those head on. I think a lot of people might think that they have to be in fashion and apparel or beauty and cosmetics or food and beverage to have an app. That's not true. A lot of people think that they love the experience of it, but they think that their brand is too small. That's not true either usually. And some people think that it's too much work, and that's not true either. So I'll first really start out with some of those things and some common misconceptions, and then I'll show you a sample app. And then I'll talk a little bit about Tapcart and how it can benefit really any e-commerce brand, especially those on Shopify.
Yeah, man, this is great. I mean, we also, again, you have an entire hour to just take them through. Yesterday, we had a really cool founder story with you with our CEO, Jose Barrera. The only thing that he didn't mention, or you didn't mention in your founder story, was the guitar. Are you an avid player?
A little bit here and there. I actually wish I had more time for it. I play flamenco guitar. I picked it up when I was in college. Back then, I had a lot more time than I do now. I was playing a few hours a day, and it was just a really great hobby, really great experience to do that. Don't have as much time for it anymore, but I actually did music production as well. That's a hobby of mine. And more recently, since COVID started, I actually picked up how to DJ. So I am an international stay-at-home house DJ. And I absolutely love it. I've released 3 sets so far. You can find them on SoundCloud if you search for Mobass, Mobass, or you can just follow my DJ alias on Instagram. It's Beats by Mobass, Mobass, and I drop all my new sets over there. I actually have this new one that's going to be coming out in the next week or two. It's called A Trip Down Memory Lane. And if you're in your 30s or higher, you're going to appreciate this one. So I should be dropping that in about a week or two.
Check that out. We'll drop it down in the chat as well, man. Yeah. So this is great. Excited to have you. I'll let you take it away. I'll let you share your screen, do what you do, and blowing up the music game, blowing up Tapcart. So ready to rock and roll. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Share your screen whenever you're ready.
I have until about 11 o'clock, so I'll go until then, and I can cover everything in about 30 to 40 minutes.
Absolutely.
First, what I would like you to do, if you are on... so first, I'd like to share my screen. Let's start with this. Share screen. Okay, and do this. All right, so I will share a Chrome tab. Perfect. So if you can get out your phone and open up the camera on your phone and just point the camera at the respective QR code that you see here for the type of phone you have, whether it's iPhone or Android, you should see a banner pop up and a link to take you to the App Store or the Google Play Store. And there's an app called Carly Jean LA or CJLA. If you can go ahead and download that, it's a free and fast download. Should take just a couple seconds. And this is the end result of what you get through our platform. It's a white label app, as you'll see on the app listing or in the app itself. There's no mention of Tapcart of any kind. Carly Jean is the owner of the app listing. They have their own developer account. This is a rule from Apple. They want every business to have their own developer account, so they own the app listing. So let's say your app blows up one day and you just want some features and functionality that we don't offer at the time, like let's say virtual reality shopping. You can build a custom app and you can just update and replace the one that we built for you. And you won't lose any of your downloads. You won't lose any of your push subscribers because you own the app listing. So it's definitely a good way to scale. You don't have to worry about us like holding the app hostage or anything like that. You own the app listing and you own the app. We just submit the updates for you and all the versions for you. We help with the App Store screenshots. We walk you through creating a development account. It's $99 a year for Apple. And for the Google Play Store for Android, it's a one-time $25 fee. But it's really straightforward, and typically from start to finish, we can have an app live in about 3 or 4 weeks. So once you have that downloaded, while I'm talking, feel free to browse through the app, even swipe left and right from the home screen, and you'll actually see there's multiple home screens. This is called multi-page. It's a new feature that we offered for our enterprise customers, and I'll walk you through that in a moment. But what you'll see is they have their lookbook, they have a bunch of other content, a blog, and we really want the app to be more than just a shopping experience. We want it to be the number one place that everyone will just intuitively go to see everything related to your brand. So I will now that you've downloaded that, I will walk you through what Tapcart is, and then I'll take a little bit of time to walk you through the actual platform itself. So when it comes to what Tapcart is, Tapcart is essentially a Shopify for mobile apps. So everything that Shopify did to make it really easy for anyone to create an e-commerce website with no code required, you can do this exact same thing for a mobile app now. These are to build something like what you saw in Carly Jean. And speaking of Carly Jean, if you're on an iPhone, if you open up any product and have Apple Pay enabled on your phone, you'll see that first, the add to cart button is right above the fold, just below the product image. You don't have to scroll down a bunch for it. Little things like that they make a huge difference, especially on mobile where you have to convert people quickly. So that is kind of a starting point. And if you tap on the Buy with Apple Pay button on any product, it's very similar to Amazon One-Click. It will pre-fill your shipping information, your credit card number. It'll calculate the shipping, and you can literally tap on that and purchase a product within seconds. So much like Amazon One-Click, I think honestly it can be a little too easy to purchase stuff sometimes. Some of the stuff I bought on Amazon through One-Click is regrettable, but that's great for merchants. So that's really what we want to do, and we want to really empower these brands to offer a really smooth, really seamless shopping experience. So that's what Tapcart is, and we're trusted by thousands of brands. We launched in 2017. We have close to 2,000 brands on our platform right now, all with mobile apps for iPhone and Android, including some of the biggest brands in the world: Fashion Nova, Figs, Brandy Melville, Chubbies, The Hundreds, but also one-person Shopify brands, the entrepreneur, the do-it-yourself. It really works for brands of all sizes. And I'll talk with you why it will work for brands of all sizes. That's a common misconception about a mobile app, is you have to be some huge brand or you have to be in fashion. It's simply not true. The top industries are fashion and apparel, beauty and cosmetics, food and beverage, consumer electronics, and home furnishings. If you're in any of those top five, and especially if you're like a D2C brand that just sells directly to consumers, it's a really great fit for an app. Just in our customers' apps in the last 365 days, we have done over $1 billion in sales. All of it's processed by Shopify's payment gateways. Orders that are placed in the app are processed the exact same way as orders placed on your website. They land in your orders tab in Shopify. And Shopify, basically the Shopify dashboard is the ultimate source of truth for everything related to all of your different sales channels. So people often ask, like, does the mobile app read with your Shopify dashboard in real time? The answer is yes. As soon as you install the Tapcart app from the Shopify App Store, it doesn't affect your website in any way. Tapcart is a mobile app sales channel. And if you want examples of other sales channels, the online store is a sales channel, which is your website that comes installed by default with every Shopify store. The point of sale is a sales channel, Facebook, Amazon, wholesale. Sales channels don't talk to each other directly, but they do talk to your Shopify dashboard, and they do read and write from your Shopify dashboard in real time. So if somebody placed an order on the website and created a customer account, that lands in the customer record in the Shopify dashboard. That same person can then download the app and log into the app, and they'll with the same credentials, and they'll see their order history, for example, because all of that is sitting in Shopify. So a little bit more about the benefits. For all the reasons that you use Instagram on your phone, do you go to Safari or Chrome and go to Instagram.com? Probably not. But not many people know that Instagram.com is a fully functional mobile website. So it actually has most of the features that the mobile app does, but virtually no one uses it on a mobile device. Everyone uses the app, and you know why you use the app. So I'm not going to dive into that too much. It's pretty obvious to me, actually. It's fast, it's fluid. This is not a PWA. This is a fully native mobile app. It's written 100% in Swift and the Android programming language for mobile apps, Kotlin. And it's not a web app. It's not HTML. It's not JavaScript. There's not loading times and things like that. There are some other mobile app providers on Shopify that they say they're a mobile app provider, but it's actually like a progressive web app, which is basically a mobile responsive website masquerading as a mobile app. So they'll have a mobile app, but then the mobile app is just like a web browser, basically. And they do that because you can't put a mobile website on the App Store, but you can put a mobile app even if it's a web app on the App Store. So by comparison, progressive websites, mobile responsive websites are slower. They're built for desktop first and made optimized for mobile. So it's always good to have a mobile optimized website or mobile responsive website, but it is not a mobile app. You simply can't replicate what we've done here in that Carly Jean app with the best PWA or web app out there. So it's fluid, it's fast, it converts better, and it also creates a lot of brand value. Traditionally, to have an app like what you see here with Carly Jean, it would take a team of developers. It would cost several hundreds of thousands of dollars at least. You'd have to have a team of developers on retainer for updates, for app updates and iOS updates and Android updates. And that's why you kind of get associated with these larger brands like ASOS and Nike, these huge e-commerce brands that have their own custom mobile app. And it creates a lot of brand value and customer trust as well. So those are three benefits of having an app, but it's not the biggest benefit. The biggest benefit of having an app is that it lets you create an owned marketing channel of push notification subscribers. So I've given you some examples of marketing channels here, owned marketing. Email is one that pretty much every e-commerce brand has and starts with. SMS has gotten more popular lately. That has its own advantages as well. Facebook Messenger, it's an owned marketing channel, even though Messenger is owned by Facebook. By owned marketing, what we mean is you control the audience, you own the audience, they're your subscribers. You can control what messages are sent and in what format they're sent in, and when they are sent to the audience. You can't always control when they're opened or seen, but you can control when they're delivered at least. So those are 3 owned marketing channels. And the 4th is push notifications. And that's really the biggest benefit of having a mobile app, is that it lets you really grow and nurture an owned marketing channel of push notification subscribers. Push notifications, in my opinion, are by far the best marketing channel. I'll give you a breakdown of what the pros and cons, kind of a comparison of the different owned marketing channels. So for cost by free, what we mean is the per message cost. Email, you pay your email service provider, whether it's Klaviyo or MailChimp or another one, you pay them a monthly fee. But if you want to send an email to, let's say, 100,000 recipients, it doesn't really cost you more money to send that individual email. The same is true for Messenger, and the same is true for push notifications. But if you want to send a SMS to 100,000 recipients, it's going to cost you at least $1,000. So when you're thinking about scalable marketing channels, in my opinion, SMS is not one of those. For speed, I often describe this as how long does it take on average before a message is opened by the audience or by the recipient. So email is by far the slowest of these owned marketing channels. All of your promotional emails are going to land in somebody's promotions tab in Gmail. And first of all, not everyone even goes to the promotions tab in the first place. And when they do, it's very daunting. You have dozens of unread emails. I actually checked this morning. I get 10 emails every single hour that land in my promotions tab. So this is where your emails are going, and your message gets diluted. And there's a bunch of other unread emails. They're all promotional. They're all come across as spammy to people. And people really have their guards up when they're in that promotions tab, much more so than when they're in their primary tab. So the lowest speed, but we do love email, and we think that and push notifications should really be the two marketing channels that you focus the most on. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. So Messenger is better. It's also free on a per message basis, and the engagement is a lot faster in terms of engagement open rates than email. It's much, much higher, and the click-through rates as well, about 2 times higher on average than an email. But it doesn't have the same speed and delivery and open rates as push notifications, or SMS for that matter. So SMS, I gave it 3 stars here. I think honestly that's being a little generous, because SMS, in addition to the cost of 1 cent per message per recipient, there's also rate limiting. So if you want to send them through Klaviyo, for example, I believe you can only send anywhere from 25 or maybe 100 SMS per second. It seems like a lot, but if you're sending it to a large list of people, like 100,000, that could take you over 24 hours to get delivered. So much for doing, time-sensitive flash sales, so much for doing something that engages people in real time. You simply can't do that. The click-through rates are higher with SMS versus Messenger and email. So it could be a part of your stack still. We recommend just owning your marketing whenever possible, but it doesn't compare with push notifications. Push notifications don't cost more money on a per message basis. You subscribe to Tapcart, you pay us a monthly fee. We don't charge a transaction fee. We don't charge other fees, no setup fees. Everything is month to month. We don't even lock you into annual contracts, although you can get a discount if you want an annual contract. And the speed is much higher because push notifications are not rate limited. So whether you have 1 push subscriber or whether you have 10 million, you can get a message delivered to all of them within seconds at no extra cost on the platform. So much faster in terms of speed. You can do real-time flash sales. So you can send a push out and say, hey, 30-minute flash sale, act now. Being able to create a sense of urgency and a sense of scarcity are 2 of the most effective sales tactics out there, and they work really well. And you can only do them with push notifications. A little bit about Klaviyo. If you're not familiar with Klaviyo, it is a marketing automation platform, and we love Klaviyo. A ton of Shopify merchants use it around the world, and we have an integration with them that actually allows you to send push notifications through Klaviyo flows. So some of the top performing Klaviyo flows with push are abandoned cart, a welcome series, and a back in stock notification. And I'll go show a few examples of these push flows. An abandoned cart, as you can see here, pretty common and pretty straightforward. Somebody adds something to their cart, you wait 30 minutes, then you check to see if an order has been placed. If so, the flow is stopped. But if not, let's do an A/B test and let's send one of two different push notifications. You can put emojis, you can put their name, you can personalize it. Let's see which one converts better. Then let's wait a day. Then let's check again to see if they placed an order. If so, stop. If not, let's send another message. So creating these automated sequences and flows is a really effective tool to put your marketing on autopilot. Another one is a welcome series. This is really good. It's very similar to an email drip campaign. Somebody subscribes to push, wait 10 minutes. Let's send them a mobile app exclusive discount code. Wait a couple days after that, send them another message, tell them about a new product drop or a new promotion or new content in the app and make it evergreen, which means it can run year round and still be relevant. And it's really, really effective. So this is, I would say that, this works great on push, but it also works really good on email because it doesn't have that same time sensitive nature as an abandoned cart and a back in stock would have to have. With abandoned cart and with back in stock, the more time that passes after the product is back in stock or after they abandon their cart, then the less likely they are to convert. Which is why if you just throw another email to them and that's going to land in their promotions tab that they might check days later, they're not going to be not as interested as they were when they had just abandoned the cart and it's still fresh. It's one of those things where you really got to strike while the iron's hot. So with back in stock, this is my personal favorite. As soon as a product is back in stock, you can immediately send them a push notification automatically. So a lot of merchants out there, they make the mistake of having sold out product variants and they don't have back in stock enabled, even though they are going to get products, that inventory back eventually. A great thing to do is set up a flow in Klaviyo on both your website and in the mobile app, where instead of the product variant add to cart button saying sold out, the call to action button saying sold out, what you can do instead is have that button say notify me when available. So they're going to know it's sold out. They tap on that button. If they're on the website, they have to enter their email address then. But if they're in the mobile app, if they've already opted into push notifications, we don't need anything else. You don't have to enter your email. And if they haven't opted into push, they tap on notify me when available. It'll pop up the push notification opt-in prompt, and then they'll opt into push because they really want to get that notification. So it's seamless. They don't have to enter their email. No other information is required. And what's great about this is as soon as that product has inventory in your Shopify dashboard, within seconds, they'll automatically get a push notification sent directly to their device on their lock screen. You can put images, you can put a video of the product, you can put their name, say, hey, John, as you can see here, the product name is back in stock, tap to shop. They tap on, and you can say, if you want to create a sense of urgency or a sense of scarcity, which is really effective, you say, supplies are limited, act now before it's sold out again. I guarantee you, if somebody does that and they get a push notification like that, they're going to drop what they're doing, whatever it is they're doing, and they're going to tap on that, and it's going to take them directly into the app, and it's going to take them directly into the product. They can just tap on buy with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and they can purchase it within seconds. Really, really effective and a great way to monetize your sold out products. So often we get asked, how can I promote my app? There's 3 simple ways to do this. One is by offering a one-time discount. So people often ask us, hey, I love the app, but I'm not confident that I can get my customers to download it. They may personally not like downloading apps, so on and so forth. There's a new feature actually called App Clips in iOS 14 that allows you to stream a mobile app with a native app without having to even download it from the App Store first. That's going to be a game changer. We're going to be releasing our first set of app clips in the next quarter or so, the next few months actually. And it's going to start with a shoppable Instagram, and we're going to have other app clips as well. So somebody visits your website on an iOS 14 or higher device, and we can pop up a little banner that says, shop our Instagram or do our window shopping. You can see some of your most popular products, for example, like emulating that window shopping experience. And we can take them straight into a native app experience. They can purchase from the app clip, And then if they like what they purchased, we can prompt them to download the full app with shipping notifications, or to get shipping notifications, or to get access to all of our products, download the full app. So great way to kind of try before you buy, in a sense, and it eliminates the friction of having to go to the App Store, log into Apple, install an app permanently just so you can use it once. But if you would like to do that and get people incentivized to do it, you can offer download our app and save 20% on your first order placed in the app, or you can offer an app exclusive product. Every product or collection in Shopify has a sales channel visibility section. So you click on that button and it will show you a list of all of your sales channels. So online store, mobile app, wholesale, point of sale, whatever you have. And it has checkboxes next to each. So you can uncheck the online store sales channel and keep the mobile app one checked. And now that product is not available on your website, but it is available in the mobile app. It's an app exclusive product, which is very cool, very easy to do. And it works in real time as well. So we had a customer, Salt Gypsy. They sell sustainable swimwear out of Australia. And they were launching their app and a new collection of swimwear the same week over the summer. So they decided to make that collection of swimwear only available in the app for the first 72 hours, the first 3 days. They posted on social. They told all their customers, hey, download our iPhone app, download our Android app. You'll get exclusive access to this new collection of swimwear before the world gets to see it, before the public gets to see it on the website. Great story. They actually created a frenzy of app downloads. Everyone was downloading the app to get exclusive access to this, and they actually sold out of the entire collection of swimwear before it was available on the website within that first 72 hours. So great story, great case study. They absolutely crushed it. And it just tells you a lot about consumer psychology. Make somebody jump through a small hoop, downloading a free app, and they get exclusive access, and they get the privilege now. They've joined this mobile app community, and they get the privilege of buying stuff from you. So it's awesome. Another one is app exclusive content. So you can display content from any web page inside the app. And in order to do so, by doing so, now you can offer certain content only in the app instead of just putting your content on your website or on Instagram. Instagram is great for engagement, but ultimately what happens is after somebody has consumed your content, they're just going to keep scrolling down a second later and they're going to completely forget about you. So that's just the nature of Instagram. There's so much content, so many people vying for your attention. So if you want to get a much higher ROI on your content, a great way to do so is by releasing it either exclusively in the app or making it available in the app first. So this is great. We have a company called Your Super that does this. They sell the superfood powders, and most of their sales comes from a subscription that's handled by Recharge, and they send you a monthly box of superfoods. So you might think, like, why would they want an app if somebody just opts into this thing once? Well, you can manage your subscription, you can purchase other stuff in the app, but that's maybe like 10% of the app. 90% of the app is just content. They have meal prep kits, they have recipes, they have their YouTube playlists, they have everything related to their brand. And it's become like a content to commerce experience. That's what we call it. It's a great incentive to get people to download your app in the first place, but now they'll release new content. They'll send a push notification, and it's only in the app first. They don't even make it publicly available from their website. They'll post it on their website, but they won't link to it from their blog to start with. And they won't put it on Instagram first. And they'll send a push notification to all their subscribers and say, hey, new recipe in the app, new video in the app, new nutrition guide. Gets people into the app. And now when they scroll down or when they're finished consuming that content, now they'll see more content from you because you own the whole app. It's not like Instagram where it's like kind of driving traffic. If let's say you are driving traffic to a mall, would you rather own just one store in the mall or would you rather own every store in the mall? You'd probably rather own every store in the mall because now you own all the stores, and that's really what having your mobile app is like. Having just one store in the mall is what Instagram is essentially. Instagram is owning that audience. They own the mall. They control who sees what. And ultimately, that's just not that great for merchants who want to really get the highest ROI from their content. So this is a great way to get the highest ROI on your content and get people to download the app. If everything I've talked about in terms of benefits has been related to increasing the lifetime value of your existing customers and making the most of your best customers to start with, because those are going to be the first people who download the app. But what happens next is if you want to do paid acquisition, if you want to get new customers from the app, this is a great way to do so. It's called mobile app install campaigns, and there's 3 benefits that come from it. One is much better value than the alternative, which is a link click ad, which is basically every e-commerce brand is doing it because every e-commerce brand has a website, but not every e-commerce brand has a mobile app yet. So it's a lot less competitive in terms of the pricing. A lot more valuable though. Instead of just sending somebody to a page on your website or a product on your website in the Instagram in-app browser and just crossing your fingers and hoping they convert, what then can happen is if they don't convert, if they don't purchase something, you've now lost that money forever because you haven't captured their email. So instead of doing that, you only pay for a mobile app install ad when somebody installs your app, which is done inside the Instagram in-app browser. It basically pops up the App Store or Google Play Store inside of Instagram. They install the app. When it's installed, they tap open and it leaves Instagram and it takes them directly into your own app. So you only pay when somebody installs your app and opens it once. You get to offer a much better experience for all the reasons we talked about earlier with it's more fluid, it's faster, it just converts a lot better than a website. And best of all is the push subscribers. So 50% of people who download our customers' apps end up opting in to receive push notifications. So now you can continue to market to that person at no extra cost for the lifetime that they have your app on their phone. This right here is a game changer that leads to a much, much, much higher return on your ad spend than a link click ad, which is just like send it and just cross your fingers and hope they convert. So our general best practice or our general thesis or guideline when it comes to paid acquisition is to focus not necessarily on getting orders as your conversion metric, but focus on getting subscribers, whether it's an email subscriber or a push subscriber. If you do that, it's a much more sustainable long-term strategy that allows you to continue to market to that person at no extra cost. So you pay once, and instead of just getting the value of it once with the link click ad, you can continue to get the value for the lifetime that they're a subscriber. Last thing to talk about here is we have a partnership with StartupStarter that actually allows you to get 2 months of Tapcart for free, a free mobile app design, and unlimited push notifications with our platform. I'll go into the details of that in just a moment. So next thing I wanted to show you is the platform. Take about 5 minutes showing you this. And let's start with the Tapcart dashboard. So how it works is you install the Tapcart app on the Shopify App Store. Don't worry, it's not going to affect your website in any way. It's a totally separate sales channel. Unlike most other Shopify apps that they're created to affect your website, whether it's a pop-up or whether it's a countdown timer or inventory tracker, this doesn't affect your website in any way. And you'll get taken to a dashboard that looks like this. On the right is the current app layout that you'll see in that Carly Jean app. On the left is the blocks that are used to create it. So if you're familiar with lead pages or ClickFunnels, Unbounce, a lot of these landing page creators and tools, this concept will be familiar to you. So you can design your app in a matter of an hour just to start with. It's really easy. Everything is drag and drop. So let's say you want to add a countdown timer to your app. You just drag this block over, you choose a date. This is great for, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or let's say a new product drop. And now you have a countdown timer in your app. Let's say you want to showcase products from a certain collection. Just drag this block over here, hit edit content, and you can hit dresses, or it'll show you all of your Shopify collections. And now all of those products from that collection will appear. So really easy to use. Everything is drag and drop. Everything syncs with your Shopify dashboard in real time. And it's really straightforward. So you just come in here, you create your blocks, you can upload images, you can upload videos. We're adding blocks all the time, new blocks. And you can also view the different app layouts. It's called multi-page, so different home screen layouts within the app. So everything is really simple and straightforward. once you create your initial app design, or we can even take the crack at that first one for you, then you can save your layout and hit this preview your app button. It offers a web-based preview. And you can also theme your app and customize it. So you can add your colors. You can choose a color from the palette. You can upload your own hex code. You can tweak the menu icons. You can add your own branding to the app. You can also edit the menu. You can add a About Us page, Contact Us page, sizing chart, etc. And we also have a really nice product page builder, which lets you edit the product page and make that. You can add reviews, etc. You can add your own collection menu. So within the app, if you want to showcase all of your different collections, you can really easily do that. But really the biggest benefit is the push notifications. So Carly Jean launched their app with us a few months ago. Right now it's March 2021. They probably launched it in late 2020, Q4, and they already have over 19,000 push subscribers. So let's say you want to send a promotional push, and obviously not all of your push has to be promotional, but let's say you want to do that. You would just choose the product that you want. You can click this button to make it an animated lookbook, and it'll take the first few product images, loop it into an animated video, and you can come here, type a message. Let's say, save 20% today only. You can also say, because you know that everyone's going to receive it, it's going to get delivered within seconds, you can say 1 hour only and create that sense of urgency, that sense of scarcity. So in 30 seconds, I've created a really awesome, really engaging push notification that really stands out from the 99% of push notifications that you see that are just text or emoji based. You can either send it now, 19,000 people will get it within seconds, or you can schedule it to go out at a later date. And it's really simple. We also have insights, so you can view metrics from inside of the app. You can see app activity by time of day, the sessions, retention, sales numbers, etc. You can also use a feature called Tapcart Drops, so you can schedule a full app layout and a push notification to go out at a later date. And finally, the integrations. So we integrate with Klaviyo, Yotpo, 460, and dozens of other Shopify apps that are out there. We're adding new ones every quarter. So if you want your product reviews, if you want Facebook SDK with the Pixel, recharge for subscriptions, 460, loyalty, it's all there and it's really easy to set up. My personal favorite is Klaviyo. Just enter your 6-digit Klaviyo ID. You can get it from your source code or from the Klaviyo dashboard. And now you can send push notifications from your Klaviyo flows. And that is essentially it. So the last thing I wanted to show you is the mobile app accelerator through our partnership with StartupStarter. And how that works is you can just shoot me an email. My email is Sina, that's S for Sam, I, N for Nicholas, A for Apple, at tapcart.com. And what you'll get is we'll send you this as well. And essentially, it's really straightforward. You just install the Tapcart app from the Shopify App Store. Shoot me an email. I'll assign you to one of our account executives on our team who will give you a demo. They can walk you through all the benefits of it, any questions you may have. And you install the app. We extend your trial from our default, which is 7 days, to 60 days. You choose one of our 2 plans, or one of our 3 plans for that matter. We start at just $99 a month. That's more of a self-serve experience, but works for any Shopify merchant out there. And just going back to that, people often ask, or they might say, my brand is too small for an app. Well, the way we look at it is, were you ever too small to start growing your email list? Probably not. Hopefully you started growing your e-commerce store's email list as soon as possible, maybe even before you launch the website, because it's a marketing property that's going to continue to grow and nurture over time. So you can start with just $99 a month. And if it's never too small to grow your email list, then you're never too early. You're never too small to start growing your push notification subscriber list. That's really the way we look at it. The plan starts at just $99 a month as of right now, which is March of 2021. And if you're price conscious or if you don't have a huge budget for this, you can start with that plan and you'll start to get sales come in. You'll start to get your push subscribers. Within a few months, you might be seeing anywhere from 10 to 30% of all of your sales coming in through the mobile app. And it makes sense. If you're getting 85% of your traffic to your website, which is the average Shopify store, the percentage of their traffic to their website that comes on mobile versus desktop, it's 85%. And if you're getting 85% of your customers coming in, regardless of whatever sales channel that is, it would make sense for you to want to have that sales channel be the best it can be. So we have some customers like David Dobrik, he's a popular influencer who doesn't even have a website. He got a new Shopify instance, and there's a plan called Shopify Lite. It's just $9 a month, and it's basically the Shopify dashboard, but no website. So you don't even need a website, honestly. He gets 99% of his traffic to his website would have been on a mobile device, because influencers' content is consumed almost exclusively on mobile. And for him, he was just thinking, why would I even need an app if 99% of my visitors are going to be on mobile? Why would I not just release an iPhone or an Android app? And it just makes a lot more sense to him. So you don't even need a website these days. You can use Shopify Lite's plan, $9 a month, and Tapcart, $99 a month, and you don't even need a website, honestly. So you would install the Tapcart app onto your Shopify dashboard. We extend your trial to 60 days. You can choose one of our 3 plans, $99, $199, or $1,000 a month. The middle tier plan comes with an implementation specialist who will help you with the app setup and launch. Will help you create the developer accounts, app store screenshots, all of that. So I highly recommend you at least start with that plan. And it's a 60-day commitment-free trial. So you just opt into a plan. We don't even collect your credit card. It's just another subscription that's added to your Shopify invoice. And we can have your app live in about 3 or 4 weeks. So you'll have the app live for a full month before you pay us anything. And you'll have 3 options basically after the first 2 months are over. When you're at day 58 or 59, we can reach out to you. You can assess the experience so far. We're sure you're going to love it, because 95% of the people who start this mobile app accelerator, they love it and they want to just continue going with it after the 2 months are up, which is why we're more than happy to do some of the legwork on our side. Obviously, it costs us some time and money to get you an account manager, an implementation specialist, help you with the free app design. But we're kind of betting on ourselves, and we do it because people are going to love it, and we want to make it as commitment-free as possible. So once the 2 months are close to being up, you have 3 options. You can either, for some reason, it's not a good fit, maybe not the best time right now, your customers didn't respond to it, you're part of that 5% that just wasn't a good fit. No hard feelings. You don't pay us a cent. You can just uninstall the Tapcart app, and hopefully we can work with you in the future. Or if you're on our enterprise plan, let's say, which comes with an account manager, Klaviyo, Tapcart drops, and a lot of other features, the account manager will help you with strategy, performance-based metrics. You can talk to them on a weekly basis. They're really here to help you optimize your app, get the most downloads possible. They coordinate a lot of the strategy and a lot of the best practices as well. So you can opt into enterprise, let's say, for the first 2 months, or our plus plan. And let's say you like the app, you want to continue with it, but you want to downgrade to one of our other plans that's less expensive. You can do that before the 60 days are up. No hard feelings. You just wouldn't have, if you want to go from enterprise to plus, you just wouldn't have the Klaviyo, for example, or the account manager or drops, but you can still have a perfectly good app. And then you'll be paying us $200 a month, and there's no contracts or other hidden fees. Unlimited push notifications as well. And the last option is you just love it and you want to keep the current plan that you're on, whether it's our core plan, the plus plan, or our enterprise plan. So that is really how it works. If you'd like to get started with this, go ahead and install the Tapcart app. Visit the Shopify App Store and search for Tapcart, Tapcart. And go ahead and email. My email address is here. It's Sina, Sina, at tapcart.co or .com, either one. And I'll make sure you're taken care of. We'll extend your trial. You opt into a plan and let us do the magic from there. We'll design your app. We'll help you with the App Store setup and launch, Google Play setup and launch. I would say on average, it's maybe 5 to 10 hours of time that you need total of your own time to go from start, which is installing the app, to finish, which is having your app live on the store. So we do most of the heavy lifting. We do more and more of the heavy lifting depending on which plan you're on. But this works great for one-person Shopify stores. You can start with a $99 plan, or if you're a bigger store, you can go with our Plus plan or Enterprise. And hopefully it's going to be a good fit for you as well. So I'll leave it at that. That's a brief summary and overview of Tapcart, and hopefully it answered any questions you guys might have.
Yeah, man, this is great. This is great, man. Thanks for doing this, putting this together and showing them how they can get started. Yeah, anyone who wants to take advantage of the promotion, they will have a profile inside of StartupStarter, and you will be able to go in and reference this promotion. So set up your free StartupStarter.co profile just by going to StartupStarter.co/join, and you'll be able to set up and take advantage of these promotions. A lot more to come for No Code Week. Sina, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all that you've done for No Code Week so far. We look forward to hearing more from you. And yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Laurel. Appreciate it, man. Have a good
Absolutely. One. You too. Now, everyone, get excited. We have more to come. Tapcart is not done today. We will actually have Doc Williams of Brand Factory building a Tapcart in an hour, an actual Tapcart app in an hour live, coming up at 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to check that out. Go back into the event tab, join the live session. Also check out all the other products that are inside of No Code Week. Drop your idea, introduce yourself into the No Code feed, and let other people interact with you as well. Here, we're getting ready to move into, you don't even have to leave the screen out of Beam conferencing. But please go into the co-work space and you can interact with some of the people that are also live now, and I'll meet you guys there as well. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for No Code Week, Tapcart, ParlayMe, Beam Conferencing, as well as .xyz for helping us put this together. And we look forward to seeing you guys throughout the rest of No Code Week. Stay tuned.